I'm Dr. Kristen R. Bromley. This Guitar 101 series, which is part of my online music academy, is a beginner through intermediate level guitar course similar to the in-person ones I teach at the university. The course progresses from complete beginner through gaining capability in playing songs in various styles and covers playing chords and melodies and reading chord symbols, tablature, and standard music notation. With the Guitar 101 course, we use 3 of the books from my method book series: Chords and Harmony books 1 and 2, Note Reading books 1 and 2, and Tablature, which are all available for purchase through Amazon and Google Play. Links can be found in the description below or at kristenbromley.com. You are of course welcome to participate in this course with or without the books, but with the books you can play right along with me on all the songs and exercises as intended. Plus, each book comes with exclusive access to additional hours of in-depth video lessons that go with each part of that book. If you find this Guitar 101 series helpful, please like the videos and subscribe to the channel. Alright, let's get to jamming in this week's lesson. Hi, I'm Dr. Kristen Bromley. Welcome to my online academy. I'm delighted to have you joining me here. In this Guitar 101 episode, which is lesson 16 of the Guitar 101 series, we're going to continue to work on some of the things that we started last time and continue to build on those skills. So we're going to review some of the chords we did, especially those new bar chords of B minor and G minor, and even a little bit with the F and B flat. We'll also learn some new bar chords today. We'll continue to work with the strumming patterns and the finger picking, so we continue to strengthen those techniques. We're going to work with reading notes on the top 5 strings as we started last time. We'll continue to work with the tablature. So it's going to be great. We'll probably also get to do some with the sus chords. We worked on sus 4 chords and add 9 chords just a little bit in the last couple lessons. So we'll continue to work on that just a little bit as we start to introduce those as we plan ahead for when we'll look at those in even greater detail. But today we'll get into a little bit with the sus 2 in addition to sus 4. So let's go ahead and jump in with the review and the warm-up. So we're going to start in the chords book on page 34 and 35. We're going to do numbers 1 through 3. We're going to start with number 2 though on page 35. I've been working on the railroad. This ought to be a great warm-up, you could say. We're going to go down, down, up, down, up, down, up, 1, 2, up, 3, up, 4, up, 1, 2, up, 3, up, 4, up. So here you go. A 1, 2, ready, and I've been working on the railroad all the livelong day. I've been working on the railroad just to pass the time away. Don't you hear the whistle blowing? Rise up so early in the morning. Don't you hear the captain shouting? Dinah, blow your horn. Let's do number 3, Billy Boy, same strumming pattern. We'll start with oh, where, so 1, 2, oh, where have you been, Billy boy, Billy boy? Oh, where have you been, charming Billy? I have been to see my wife. She's the joy of my life. She's a young thing and cannot leave her mother. Okay, with that warm-up, we're going to go over and do number 1 now on page 34. We're going to do this one with a little bit of the finger picking. So we're going to do, we're in 3/4 time. We're going to use the pattern we've done before of P, I, M, A, M, I, P, I, M, A, M, I. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and it'll be just like that. So we're going to have D to the A7. The other chord that we're going to have in this song is G. Just a reminder that our index is going to always pluck the notes on the 3rd string, and our middle finger will pluck the 2nd string, and our ring finger will pluck the high string. The pinky will move with it. The thumb is going to change depending on the bass note of the chord. So for D, it plucks the 4th string. That's the lowest note of the chord. For A7, it plucks the 5th string. That's the lowest note of the chord. And for G, it plucks the 6th string. That's the lowest note of the chord. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and just like so. Okay, so let's go ahead and get that pattern going on the D chord, and then I'll come in, and when I come in, we'll be at the top of the song. So we're going to go P, I, M, A, M, I, 1 and 2 and 3 and just join in. Get that going. Here we go. Did you ever hear of sweet Betsy from Pike, who crossed the wide prairies with her lover Ike, with 2 yoke of oxen and 1 spotted hog, a tall Shanghai rooster and an old yeller dog. Hoodle ding, ball dee dido, hoodle ding, ball dee day. Hoodle ding, ball dee dido, hoodle ding, ball dee day. Okay, we'll flip on over to pages 38 and 39. We're going to do numbers 8 and then 10 through 11. So 8, 10 through 11. So we're going to start with Baa Black Sheep. With Baa Black Sheep, we'll go ahead and use another one of the finger picking patterns that we've done before, the P, I, M, A, I, A, M, I, A. Thumb, index, middle, and ring happen at the same time. Index, ring, middle, index, ring. P, I, M, A, I, A, M, I, A. Just get that going. Now with Baa Black Sheep, number 8, you're going to have places where there's 2 chords per bar. And when we have 2 chords per bar, we just do the first half on a chord, and then that first half again on the next chord. So in that second measure, we have P, I, M, A, I, P, I, M, A, I. Same thing with the next one. So that's how it works when there's 2 chords per measure. Ba, ba. So let's get that going. About that tempo. Just join in. Here we go. Baa, baa, black sheep, have you any wool? Yes, sir, 3 bags full. 1 for my master, 1 for the dame, 1 for the little boy who lives down the lane. Let's do it again. 1 and 2 and ready and go. And Baa, baa, black sheep, have you any wool? Yes, sir, 3 bags full. 1 for my master, 1 for the dame, 1 for the little girl who lives down the lane. Okay, we'll go over to the next page, page 39, and we'll do number 10. Michael row the boat ashore. We're going to use that same finger picking pattern. So when we have 2 chords per bar, there in the second to last measure, it's the same thing. Do it that way. On this one, there's a pickup. Michael row the boat ashore. And we'll be in. But we're going to get that pattern going on the D chord again. When I come in, then we're at the top of the form. So right on row. We'll do this one twice. Let's just repeat it without even stopping. So here we go. do a little bit shortening bread. Now with this one, we're going to go ahead and strum it, so we won't be doing the finger picking, and that'll be kind of fun. So we're going to go down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. In the places where we have 2 chords per bar, a little different than the directions at the top of the page, but we've gone through, this is kind of a review in a second time. We're just going to keep that down, down, up, down, up going the whole time. But in places where there's 2 chords per bar, we're going to keep that pattern going, but because beat 3 is obscured with the down, down, up, down, up, so we're creating a little syncopation, 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and since the second chord comes in on beat 3, we're going to anticipate and bring that chord in just a little bit earlier on the 8th note just before it. So on the first first up strum, we want to switch chords. So on the second line, we have A7 to D. We're going to go down, down, switch. So down, down, switch. 1, 2, up, 4, up. So it'll be just like that. Everywhere we have 2 chords per bar. Watch out, there are a couple places where a chord happens for a bar and a half, like on the second and third measures of that second line. We're going to have G, and then it happens again. We're going to bring that D in on beat 3. Sometimes to our eyes it's a little tricky having that there like that, where we don't see a chord written at the first part of the bar when there's 2 chords per bar. So we don't see it, but it still happens that way. Alright, we'll do this a couple times. We're going to start out a little slow to try and get used to that kind of changing. It'll just be like that. Put on the skillet, a 1, 2, ready, and put on the skillet. Faster, a little more up tempo. A 1, 2, ready. Put on the skillet, slip on the lid. Mama's gonna bake a little shortbread. That's not all she's gonna do. She's gonna make a little cocoa. Mama's little baby loves shortbread. Mama's little baby loves Okay, we'll go to page 70 now. We're going to do number 10. This is going to let us practice a little bit with those bar chords. So we're going to practice with F and B flat. Wahoo! We're really working on building up strength right now. In the future, in these lessons, we'll be getting into bar chords that are all over the neck. The higher we move sometimes, the easier they get, but the more that we have to know and understand about the notes along the neck. So it's a little trickier mentally, but physically, hopefully we've built up some strength by doing these ones that are really familiar down here. So, Rockin' Robin, we played this one last time. We're just going to go ahead and go for it. Down, down, up, down, up. 1, 2, up, 4, up. I 1, 2, ready, and he rocks in the treetop all the day long, hopping and a bopping and a singing his song. All the little birds on Jaybird Street, they love to hear the robin going tweet, tweet, tweet. Rockin' Robin, tweet, tweet, tweet. The rockin' Robin, tweet, tweet, tweet. Oh, blow, rockin' Robin, 'cause we're really gonna Robin, 'cause we're really gonna rob tonight. A pretty little raven at the bird bandstand taught him how to do the bop, and it was grand. He started going steady, and bless my soul, he out popped the buzzer and the Oreo-ho. He rocks in the treetop all the day long, hopping and a bopping and a singing his song. All the little birds on Jaybird Street, they love to hear the robin going tweet, tweet, tweet. A rockin' robin, tweet, tweet, tweet. A rockin' robin, tweet, tweet, tweet. Yeah, blow, rockin' robin, 'cause we're really gonna rob tonight. Woo! Okay. So after doing a little bit of the bar chords, sometimes maybe you need to stretch those fingers, stretch those hands, and just do the best you can with them. Over time, you'll develop more strength. If you're kind of getting like a half muted sound, just do the best you can, and over time, your hands will get better at it. So we're going to go ahead now, though, and go to pages 72 and 73, and we'll do a little bit with the G minor and the B minor. So G minor was new last time. We did a little bit with B minor before. You need to flip back to the beginning of that lesson to check out how to finger those. You can. Otherwise, we're going to play numbers 4 through 6 and then number 9. So we're going to start down. Just like that. That's how it sounds. Played about 4 times. A 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1. E minor. B minor. You got the D, A, E minor. Repeat E minor. To B minor. You got D, A, E minor. Let's do it again. E minor. To B minor. To D. To A. To E minor. Once more. E minor. B minor. D. A. E minor. Okay, number 5, the Sloop John B. Down, down, up, down, up. This one gives us a little bit of relief because we only got to play B minor once. You just do your best to get to it. Happens on the last line. For one measure. We come on a 1, 2, 3. We come on the Sloop John B. My grandpappy and me. Round Nassau town we did roam, drinking all night. Got into a fight. Oh, I feel so broken. I wanna go home. Let's do it again. We come on the Sloop John B. My grandpappy and me. Round Nassau town we did roam, drinking all night. Got into a fight. Oh, I feel so broken. I wanna go home. Okay, we'll go ahead now and do Deep River. Down, down, up, down, up, down, up. There's going to be a couple spots where we got to change 2 chords per bar. So it comes kind of fast. We go deep, a 1, deep. I better take it up the octave from that. It goes pretty low. Deep river, or deep river. Both ways looking at it, it's gonna go bad. I'll keep it low. 1, 2, ready, and deep. Okay, and we'll go over and do number 9 on page 73. With this one, we're going to practice with the finger picking again. So we only have to do the B minor, and it takes even more pressure playing these, more hand strength than pressure, not pressure mentally, but more hand pressure to play the bar chords with finger plucking, because we have to push down even harder sometimes, or the finger plucking helps us find where we're not pushing down the strings and they're getting muted. But we only have the one bar chord, otherwise we're playing other chords. For that G chord, our bass is the 6th string. For C, it's the 5th. Lowest places we have a note. And we're back to G. The E minor has the 6th. A minor has the 5th. B minor, the lowest place we have a finger is on that 5th string. And of course D and D7 is the 4th. So P-I-M-A-I-A-M-I-A, same pattern we were doing earlier. P-I, just get that going. And we'll have the water is wide. Like before, we'll just get the pattern going and I'll come in on the melody singing, and then once I do, we're right at the top. Top of the form, meaning where the first chord symbol happens. Here we go. 1 and 2 and ready and go, and get that G happening with the pattern. Here we go. The water is wide. I cannot cross over, and neither to fly. Build me a boat that can carry two, and more shall row my true love and I. Okay, we'll go over to pages 76 and 77, and we'll do numbers 16 through 19. So we're going to do Sweet Molly Malone, strumming down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. 1, 2, 3. In Dublin's fair city. So 1, 2, 3, 3, 2. In Dublin's fair city, where the girls are so pretty, he first set his eyes on Sweet Molly Malone, as she wheeled her wheelbarrow through streets broad and narrow, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh, alive, let's take with that one now and do with the finger picking. So it's going to be P-I-M-A-M-I, P-I-M-A-M-I, 1 and 2 and 3 and 1. So our 3/4 pattern that we have so far. Alright, we'll get that going on D. P-I-M-A-M-I, 1 and 2 and 3 and.
Alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh.
Okay, and we'll go over to page 77. We're going to do number 17. We're going to start practicing a little bit with that G minor, so review the G minor a little bit. We'll do number 17 twice. We'll play through that progression twice, even though it's not written that way. So we got a down, down, up, down, 1, a 2, a 1, 2, ready, and G minor. We get to move from F to G minor. Just move that bar right on up. Down, down, up, down, up, down, up. We'll do this one twice as well. A 1, 2, ready, and F. G minor. C. Okay, we'll do number 19. Drill ye terriers drill. Down, down, up, down, up. When there's 2 chords per bar, we'll do that anticipation. Down, down, up, down, up. Down, down, up, down, up. Early in the morning, a 1, 2, ready, and early in the morning at 7 o'clock. The 20 terriers are drilling at the rock, and the boss comes around and he says, keep still and come down heavy on your cast iron drill, and drill ye terriers drill. Drill ye we'll go over and do some tablature now. Okay, so in the tablature, we're going to start on pages 46 and 47. We're going to do numbers 59 through 62. We're going to be practicing, as we have in previous video lessons here, with using our pinky a lot. So we have our pinky sneaking in. It's a harder finger to work. Let's just warm up by going back and forth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1 on the third string. Just kind of get that going. Try and get that pinky working. My thumb is sitting behind the second fret. I get good pressure there. Okay, let's go to the second string and do the same thing. Top string and do the same thing. Let's do it opposite. 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's do it on the second string. Let's do it on the third string. Okay, let's play these, starting with number 59, Yankee Doodle. It's important, I know I say this a lot. Notes in the first fret, we play with our index. Notes in the second fret, we play with our middle. Notes in the third fret, we play with our ring. Notes in the fourth fret, we play with our pinky. Here you go. This one has one note in the pickup measure, so I'll give us three counts, and then we'll catch beat 4. 1, 2, 3. Really working these fingers will really helps develop the technique of the hand. It's really good for us, even though it may be a little bit challenging. Just keep working on it. It'll get easier, and the hands really start to develop. Let's go ahead and do number 60, Joshua Fought the Battle of Jericho. So 1 and 2 and ready and go and... off. Okay, we'll go over and do number 61 on page 47, East Virginia. Probably a little bit less familiar melody. So that's what it sounds like. Here you go. Comes in on 4 and, so I'll give us 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 just like that. 1 and 2 and 3 and 2 and 3. 2 and 3 and 2 and 3. 2 and 3 and 2 and 3 and 3 and 2 and 3 2 and 3 and off. Okay, I will remind us, we've talked about this before, but a little bit with the finger roll. When you have notes that are in the exact same fret but on a different string, sometimes it helps to flatten out if we're going higher, or sort of be flat and roll back if we're going lower. So in that second complete measure, just like that. Okay, Oleana. This one's in 2/4. I'm going to give us 1 and 2 and we'll be in. It's mostly eighth notes, so even if it's less familiar, we're okay. There's a couple spots where there's quarter notes, so hopefully you'll just kind of catch that up above and see where those are at. So after 1 and 2 and, we're in. 1 and 2 and. Okay, let's turn over to pages 48 and 49, and we will do numbers 63 through 65. Bad, bad, black sheep. There you go. 1 and 2 and ready and go and. Hopefully that one's just a little bit easier. I'll remind you that this book, all these books come with their own video lessons that go into greater details. So if the tempos that we're using for this 101 course, which moves a little bit faster and has all 3 books, then go through and use the videos that come with the books. They progress at a slower, more detailed rate if that's what you're looking for. Or if you want to take one of these and really learn it well, and you can use those videos to do that, practice right along and hear what it sounds like at different tempos. Okay, we're going to do Nettleton. So this one comes in on 3 and 1. Just like that. Some also know this song as Come Thou Fount of Every Blessing. So I'm going to give us 1 and 2 and, then we'll be in on 3 and. 1 and 2 and. Okay, it's a great old tune, one of my favorites. Let's go over and do number 65, that Big Rock Candy Mountain. This one comes in on 4 and, so I'll give us a 3-beat count in and then we'll come in on 4 and. 1 and 2 and 3 and. Okay, let's turn over to page 50, and we'll do number 66, the last one that we're going to do today. In the next lesson, we'll start working on lower strings, which we've been doing in the notes, so it'll be kind of nice. We'll give it a little bit of a rest with the pinky on the low strings before that gets entered in, so that'll be a nice balance there. All right, so the Erie Canal. Go just like that. 1, 2, ready, and... Okay, we'll do some note reading now. Alright, so let's do some notes. We're going to start on page 32 in the note reading book with number 4, which will help us review all the notes that we know so far. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, and we have A, 2, B, 2, C, 2, D, 2, E, 2, F, 2, G, 2, A, 2, B, 2, C, 2, D, 2, E, 2, F, 2, G, 2, F, E, D, C, B, A, G, F, E, D, C, B, A, C, A, D, A, E, B, F, C, B, C, A, 2, 3, 4. Let's look at the last 4 bars of that. I'm sure that's a tricky part. So we've got the 2 A's and then the C, A. Let's practice that over and over, watching those ledger lines, the difference between a note sitting on 1 below the staff and sitting on 2, so between A and C. Just that measure, 4 measures from the end. Ready? And we have A, C, A. Let's do it again. And A, C, A. One more time. 2, ready, and A, C, A. The third to last measure jumps from the open D to the open A, the 2nd fret E to the 2nd fret B. So D, A, E, B. You can practice that a couple times. You'll notice I do a finger roll. Second to last measure, we have F, C, B, C, and then the open A. So 3rd fret to the 3rd fret, the 3rd fret F to the 3rd fret C, and then B, C, A. You want to practice that a couple times? Okay, let's do that whole last line from the F on the top string, 1st fret. So go ready, and F, E, D, C, B, A, G, F, E, D, C, B, A, C, A, D, A, E, B, F, C, B, C, A. 2, 3, 4. Okay, let's go over. We'll do number 5 on page 33. This one will let us practice with those low notes, and it's kind of fun. So I got 1, 2, ready, and. You can practice that one and get it fast, which is kind of fun. Just demonstrate it. Okay, let's flip on over to page 34 and we'll do number 9, which is God Rest Ye Merry Gentlemen, or part of it. So it's just like that. So here you go. I'll give us 3-beat count in. We'll catch the pickup note on beat 4. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. 3. Okay, we'll go over to page 37 and do number 14, 900 miles. This one will let us practice with the higher notes as well. Comes in on beat 3 in the pickup measure, so I'll give us 3, 4, 1, 2, and we'll be in. Just like that. 3, 4, 1, 2. 2, off. Okay, we'll do a little bit more with the chords. We'll introduce one new bar chord, and we'll look at sus2 a little bit, review a little bit on that add 9 and the sus4. We'll do that next. Okay, so as we finish off this lesson, we'll take a look at the chords. We'll learn a couple new chords here. So we're going to start on page 78, and we're going to do numbers 1 and 2. The new chord is going to be the B bar chord. So B bar chord's written there at the top. You can see a couple different ways to finger it. B actually should be really familiar to us because it's the exact same fingering as B flat, which we've been playing. We even played it earlier in this lesson. The only difference is everything is positioned 1 fret higher. So our bar is at the 2nd fret, and then our ring finger can bar over 2nd, 3rd, and 4th strings at the 4th fret. We can mute that top string, or we can use our fingers 2, 3, and 4 in there. That's sort of the other way to finger that one. So we're going to have B. With number 1, it's going to be down, down, up, down, up, down, up. This chord progression has been used in so many songs. Sort of a really popular one. 1, 4 chord, and 5 chord. We haven't talked about chord theory in that way, but that's what that is. So let's go ahead and do it. We'll do it 4, 6 or so times till we're tired of it, I guess. 1, 2, up, ready, up, go, up again. Okay, we're going to number 2. Down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, and to B, C, Okay, let's go back and do number 1, but we'll do it faster. Down, down, up, down, up, down, up. 1, 2, ready, and lesson we'll work on the F sharp 7, but we're just going to do B for now. You may need to stretch. Let's go over and look at page 114. We're going to do number 2 as we review G add 9 and C add 9. If you need to, and E minor add 9. You can go and flip back to the start of this lesson and find those chords again, but we have done them before. So we're going to have G add 9, C add 9, and E minor add 9. So as a review, add 9 chords are either major chords or minor chords where the 9th, which is the second step of the scale, 1 octave higher, has been added. This one is in 3/4 time. We're going to go down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1. there. Let's go over to page 130 and we'll do number 2. A little bit of practice with the sus4 on the D chord, so D sus4, and the A sus4. So if you need to review those, flip back a page, see how those are done. With this one, it can be a great idea on the G chord to use the G that requires all 4 fingers. So index, 2nd fret, 5th string, middle, 3rd fret, 6th string, ring, 3rd fret, 2nd string, pinky, 3rd fret, top string. That G sounds good with these sus chords. We're going to go 1, 2, up, 3, up, 4, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up. Here we go. 1, 2, reti, and D. Okay, and we're going to flip over to page 133 and 134. We're going to learn the new chord today, which is the sus2. So there on page 133, you can see a little bit of the theory. So sus2s are suspended sort of like sus4 chords are. The difference is the 3rd of the chord is replaced by the 2nd step of the scale, or a major 2nd above the root, instead of the 4th scale, which is a perfect 4th step of the scale, the perfect 4th above the root. So we're going to work on the A sus2. The chord symbol for sus2 chords will have the root plus sus2. It always has the sus2 in there. If it just says sus, it's probably a sus4. That's the more common one, the suspended 4th. But we're going to work on the sus2. So you'll notice with the sus2, it's just like taking your ring finger off. We just have the sus2 there. Take that ring finger off, or take whatever is at the whatever finger you're fingering the 2nd fret of the 2nd string with, take that off, and you get the sus2. I actually find it easier sort of to finger this as if we're playing A minor and we take the index finger off. Once you got that one figured out, go on over to page 134, and we're going to play number 2 in 3/4 time. So we're going to have down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1. Like that sus2 sound. It's sort of floaty and fun. Okay, so that gives us a little bit of an introduction into that. You may run into songs that have that chord symbol, that type of chord, and now you know what they are. You can look up in the book to find out other ones if it doesn't happen to be an A sus2. So I hope you're having a great time playing the guitar. Really making a lot of progress, working on bar chords and building up the strength to do that. Reviewing other chords and the strumming and fingerpicking techniques. We'll soon start building more techniques into that as far as more strumming techniques and more fingerpicking or finger plucking techniques. We'll continue to work on some new chords, some more bar chords, and strengthening those other skills that we have been working on for a while. So this is pretty awesome. Week 16. That's great. Keep having a great time playing the guitar, and I'll see you next time. If you found this video helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. For more in-depth lessons and to progress through a free guitar course, check out my Guitar 101 series on YouTube and my guitar method books, which all come with access to hours of in-depth video lessons. You can find more information about me and my products at KristenBromley.com. Take care.